Novo at LA Live for another edition of the University of Mixed Martial Arts. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Donna Gonzalez to bring you this heavyweight bout between Terrence T. Capone Robinson and Matthew Henry.
Robinson coming to us with a TKB black belt, a little bit of boxing experience, and he's 6'3".
6'3", around 245, I think he weighed in today.
Something like that.
Out of Woodland Hills, California, with Flying Kick Martial Arts and Peterson Grappling.
Yeah. Teammate of our
lightweight champion.
Lightweight champion, Pius Anilo Lobo.
Pius Voodoo Aino Lobo Jr., who we'll see fight later tonight.
Yeah.
Teammates of Terrence Robinson. We've really enjoyed seeing Pius fight here so far.
Yeah.
Flying Kick Martial Arts brings lots of excitement. We're expecting that tonight in the cage from Robinson.
Yeah, these big boys always put on a great show. I mean, they hit hard, and fans like to see that.
You don't see a lot of heavyweights in any division, be it amateur or pro.
Right.
You know, you look at the UFC heavyweight division, I think it's about 30, maybe 35
Yeah, it's a pretty
fighters.
shallow pool. There's just not a lot of these big, huge guys that are fighting. It takes so much athleticism to become a fighter.
Well, and when you're big, it's so scary to fight.
Right, I mean,
because here's the thing, if you weigh 245 pounds, guess who you're fighting? A guy who weighs about 245 pounds.
Right.
Good luck on your part.
When you get into the pros, ouch.
Terrence Robinson to show us some of that flying kick action. Let's meet his opponent, Matthew Henry.
His opponent, making his way to the cage, Matthew Henry.
Across the cage from T. Capone at 6 feet 7 inches tall, 33-year-old Matthew Henry from Systems Training Center in Hawthorne, California.
Again, Systems Training Center. These guys come in with such a great game plan. And we have a fighter coming in, 6'7". He's training under Marcus Powell. He's also, interestingly, a business executive, a family man. He's got wife and kids. They're here in the audience tonight. He's 33 years old, and he has been pushing for this debut.
Coming in tonight at 235 pounds. Two big boys meeting in the cage.
Yeah.
Flying Kick Martial Arts, familiar with Systems Training Center. Pius having fought against that team once or twice.
Yeah. We've seen this matchup. Not quite at this size.
Not quite at this size. Not a lot of guys at this size.
No.
6'7".
We don't have a lot of heavyweights here at the U.
You know, here's the good part. If he gets tired, he can just rest his chin on the edge of the cage.
That's true. He can just kind of like swing his hand over and hang.
Now here's a big question about a big, long, tall fighter like this.
Yes.
Is does he know how to use his length to his advantage?
You would hope, yeah.
One person going to get Stephen Struve for many years was a guy who's 6'11", pretty much 7 feet, not really knowing how to establish that distance for a long time.
Those are really big, heavy limbs to be picking up and throwing around. So that, I don't know how much training you can get at 6'7". What size are your training partners? Like, what kind of training are you doing? You know what I mean? Are you training with guys that are 5'7"? Training with lightweights? That's a giant man.
That's a huge person.
That is a giant man. I think I come up to maybe his hip.
Strap in, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Let's kick things off inside the cage with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our next fight of the evening is brought to you by Bodybuilding.com. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter making his debut. He stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 235 pounds. Representing Peterson's Grappling, Flying Kick Martial Arts, and Agura Boxing. From South Central Los Angeles, California, Terrence TC, a.k.a. the Cannon Robinson. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist also making his debut. He stands at 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in officially at 243.4 pounds. He represents Systems Training Center from Hawthorne, California, Matthew Henry. Referee in charge of the action, Alex Smith.
I guess a little correction is needed, folks. 6'8", it sounds like.
Oh, well.
Either way, he's fairly tall.
He's even more giant than I said.
How often are you 6'3" and you're up against someone who's bigger than you?
Right. At 6'3", you're usually the biggest dude in the room.
Here we go, folks. 6 minutes, maybe, of heavyweight action. Terrence Robinson, T. Capone in the blue corner. Matthew Henry in the red corner. This is the U of MMA. It starts here.
I'm not sure what to expect here. You think we make it out of the first round?
Who knows? Henry.
Uh-oh. Oh, those are big punches.
T. Capone, yeah, we're brawling.
Yeah. Thinking T. Capone maybe felt a little strength coming off of Henry. And they might be respecting each other a little bit more after that exchange.
Henry looks kind of Michael Phelps-ish.
That's interesting.
Straight punches from Henry, countering off that leg kick. Or sorry, from Robinson.
Henry looking to use that length. Robinson looking to get inside. Woo! He's doing a good job of it.
Nice straight right from Henry, ducks
Yeah.
outside of the counter from Robinson.
I'd like to see some kicks from Henry.
I think you might get
Oh,
right.
there it is!
Caught and countered by Robinson. You know, Henry looks very focused. Robinson looks
He
kind of
really
bored.
does.
Robinson has
Maybe,
Gerard Musasi
I was going to
face.
say, maybe he has Musasi style. Like, guess I'll fight.
"20 seconds left in round number 1.
And all it takes is one punch from one of these guys and the fight's over. Good push kick from Mitchell.
Sticking that jab out is Henry.
Woo! Oh! A little bit of a flurry from Robinson right there at the end. Oh.
And that's the danger with Robinson. He seems to kind of hold off a lot
Yeah.
and then throw those big 2, 3, 4, 5 punch combinations.
Yeah, and that could be really dangerous coming from that guy.
So interesting to note, looking in the corner of Terrence Robinson, while he's over at Flying Kick, we've noticed, we have heard a little bit of pious training with the guys over at Boston Elite MMA.
Yeah.
And right now, some attention coming from not just Peterson Grappling, but we see former UofMMA heavyweight, or light heavyweight, sorry, Jens Grau over there giving a little bit of advice
Who's
as well.
an elite MMA guy.
Who's a Boss Rutens guy as well. So
Yeah.
maybe a little more helpfulness or
Camaraderie
between those two gyms.
For sure. They're both out in the same area. So I can see them cross-training, especially when you have these big guys. I mean, you have to go where you can go for the training partners.
Matt Henry getting the tape on his gloves updated.
Getting last-minute corner advice from his coaches.
At Systems Training Center.
Yeah.
Round 2 on its way. Who will
Robinson
turn
with
it up in round 2?
Yeah, Robinson with the Musasi face.
Matt Henry's corner, asking for him to bring up the volume, use those punches, gauge the length.
Definitely. I'd like to see both fighters turn up the intensity. Robinson, saves it for little pockets, but I wonder what would happen if he turned it up across the board. Ooh, Henry looked like he was about to do a backhand.
He threw that once in the opening round as well.
Henry's corner just pointed out that Robinson's chin is straight up, which it is.
It's certainly way up there, but you still got to be concerned coming inside of him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Henry still has to get in there to get to that chin, but it's up there if he does.
Henry feinting. He'd be trying to get an opening from Robinson.
Both corners calling for a little bit of action.
You know, we've seen this a couple times now when Henry comes through, he takes his eyes off his opponent.
Yeah, he slips all the way to the left and then comes back with that spinning backhand, which I'm sure is really effective, but it can also be really dangerous. You're opening yourself up for that overhand hook from Robinson. Oh, little slip.
And that weird, it keeps throwing that weird pawing back right hand.
Yeah.
Henry showing kicks, not throwing entirely. You have to wonder what might happen here if Robinson turned up.
I agree. Well, they've got 10 seconds. I'd like to see one of them. I think we might see it from Robinson right at the end. There it is.
You know, Henry has thrown that lead uppercut a number of times, which is a different strike.
Right.
It's not thrown often because it leaves you wide open when you come in.
But when you're that much taller than somebody, you don't really have to worry about it as much as when you're the same height. So Henry can come in with that uppercut because, I mean, he's what, 4 or 5 inches taller than Robinson, so he has that room to play with. And Robinson's chin is really high up there. If Henry can get his hand in between Robinson's hands, he could definitely get a knockout right there.
Yeah, it is definitely open and available. The question now is who really takes control in the third and final round. So far, neither fighter really establishing a rhythm or establishing a dominance. This round
seems more like an intense sparring match as opposed to a fight.
Well, again, it's very different when you're both 235, 245.
Right. I mean, yeah, absolutely. These guys aren't going to move at the same pace as 145-pound guys.
Also for them, the stakes of each mistake are a lot higher.
Right. One punch is all it takes from either of these guys to knock the other one out. You can't eat as many punches from such heavy hitters.
Round 3 on its way. Will it be Matt Henry in the red corner? Or Terrence Robinson, T. Capone in the blue? And now a little more action right out the gate.
Oh, he went for that uppercut again.
Now some kicks coming from Henry. Corner calling for it more.
Yeah.
With a guy that long, you know, those front kicks can be very effective.
That was a nice counter kick from Robinson, though.
Who's going to make the decision? Who's going to take this fight into their hands?
1 minute left for somebody to really make a statement.
That front kick again from Henry.
Robinson looks like he is looking for a haymaker.
Henry comes in a bit, and now turning it up.
Oh, he's got to stop turning his back.
And Robinson needs to capitalize when that happens.
Absolutely.
Under 30 seconds left. Can someone put an exclamation point on this heavyweight fight?
Both corners calling for somebody to pull the trigger. They've got 10 seconds
left.
Let's see who can finish the fight with an exclamation point.
Can someone steal this at the very end?
Wow. I'm not sure how I would score that fight. I think it's gonna I wish we had like CompuStrike. Because I think it's gonna come down to, something happened to Henry's shoulder. I think maybe that last kick that landed on his shoulder might have hurt him.
Something going on there with the corner of Matt Henry. You have to wonder if it was that last kick or something earlier.
Yeah, he's definitely holding his arms like something's hurt.
Maybe dislocated.
That's possible. His shoulder looks a little bit low from the camera angle that we're looking at. Yeah, that looks up.
Very, very possible.
Yeah, he might have dislocated that shoulder with that last kick, maybe.
You know, this is kind of the conundrum of heavyweight fights.
Yeah.
Is both guys know how much firepower's out there.
Yeah.
And so a lot of
they
the
have to
times
respect
you
it.
see,
You have to respect your opponent when they can knock you out with one punch. And, you know, without these are both debuting fighters, so without that ring time to know when it's time to pull the trigger, when it's time to move forward, when it's time to use those combinations, this is what happens when both fighters are too tentative.
It looks like the tattoo on the back of Terrence Robinson says, "My last words will never be peace."
Wow. Okay.
That's the tattoo of a warrior.
Yeah. It looks really cool.
I feel like that might be a Klingon saying.
Okay. I would not know that.
I am a nerd.
I'm a nerd too. I for some reason Star Trek has never been my thing. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, yes. Game of Thrones, absolutely.
Don't tell me any spoilers. I am not caught up.
Yes. Nobody text or tweet either of us.
Matt Henry, I'm interested to hear if a doctor takes a look at that shoulder.
I don't know if everybody can see the same angle that we're looking at right now, but you can definitely see the left shoulder is hanging much lower than the right shoulder, and you see where the muscle dips right there?
It's kind of goofy looking.
That is an indication that his shoulder's out of socket. And that doesn't feel good. He's a tough dude. Yeah, oh, look at that.
Our referees have rendered our decision. To make it official, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Ariana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. First judge scores the fight 29-28 for Terrence. Second judge scores the fight 29-28 for Henry. Third and final judge scores the fight 29-28 for the winner by split decision. Out of the red corner, Matthew Henry.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Matthew Henry. I'm here with your winner, Matthew Henry. Hey, let's give it up for both these guys in here. Matthew, this was your debut in here. Can you just talk us, you take him out? Making your debut, can you just talk us about your first fight and how exciting it was for you to step in the cage for the first time?
Oh man, it's awesome. This is the best venue by far. We definitely had the best crowd out here. I've been watching these fights, glad to finally get out here. It's been great, perfect experience.
You guys kept walking forward like rock'em sock'em robots. Anything you can tell us about your opponent, Terrence Robinson?
Strong dude. Definitely landed a couple awesome shots, and just kind of stay in there, man. He was a strong dude.
Yeah, at the end there, at the very end of the fight, we saw you holding your arm. Did you catch an injury there?
Yeah, I think it may have popped out. I'm not sure, but you know, like I said, he's a strong guy. Got a good shot on a good angle, and kind of came out. So.
Well, you have a bloody mouth. You might have something wrong with your arm. I think you did it. I think you had a cage fight.
Yeah. Well, I had prep with the best team. I mean, Marcus has been dedicating a lot of time. All these guys have landed their fair share of shots, and a lot of support from my fans. Love to my wife out there.
Anybody else you want to shout out?
No, this is great. Thank you to everyone who came out. Big event.
Thank you for a wonderful fight. Give it up for Terrence Robinson, T. Capone, and give it up for your winner, Matthew Henry.
Your winner by split decision, Matthew Henry.